Ever thought about leveling up your fitness game in a fun and meaningful way? Kiefer's Martial Arts on Granite Street has everything you're looking for. Kickboxing, Muay Thai, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, and of course, adult karate. It's not just about getting fit, it's about building your self-confidence, discipline, and that unstoppable feeling you get from all your hard work. Stop into Kiefer's Martial Arts today to sign up.
So it's...
Yep, it's New England.
We are live. Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to 321 Media's production of Man About Town, brought to you live from the Pizza Place Studios in downtown Westerly. And downtown Westerly is getting all spiffed up this afternoon and this evening because this is the evening of the annual holiday stroll. My very favorite thing that happens. I just wish it would be about 55 degrees when it happens. It's cold, which is why you're going to see us in coats a lot. We have, because it is the first Wednesday of the month, the last month of the year. Oh my God. It seems like we just welcomed you and Bill and said Happy New Year. And then we'd say, can you believe it's April? Can you believe it's, and here we are.
Yes.
We have Bridget Hopkins. She is the executive director of what's behind me, the Westerly Library and Wilcox Park. And what are you doing for the stroll tonight? You usually have something good going on.
So we have something going in on right across the street. Stacy Jackson, our director of development, is actually right in our pop-up at Coy right now, setting up. We have some
all your
library,
merch?
all of our merch, some of our library swag, including insulated tumblers with our logo on it, and oh my goodness, and some tote bags. I use my tote bag all the time. And my husband does take the tumbler to work. It keeps things actually better than a Yeti.
Really?
Yeah,
wow.
I have found. Anyway.
Hot and cold both?
Hot and cold both.
Yes. Ooh, there you go,
yes.
people. So when you get
great gift.
Yes, go in the door of the library and the pop-up's right there on your left.
Yep. And the friends will also be there selling some books and some note cards. I think with designs by Sean Day. Yes. Very cute.
I have already bought some of those.
Yes, I did
their
too.
Sale. They're wonderful.
I actually bought them and gave them as gifts as opposed to sending them out as regular cards. But so that'll be going on from 5 until 8 when the library closes. We also have a Hoxie Gallery opening tonight.
That's right. First of the
month. Starting at 5 p.m. It's 19 on paper. And so this month's exhibit, Paper Visions, features pieces from members of 19 on Paper.
What is 19 on Paper? It's a group?
It is a group of artists. Okay. So a number of the artists should be there from 5 to 7 this evening. And I bet I'm getting text messages about what 19 on Paper is. But that's okay. So excuse me for checking.
Okay, that's all right. We're very formal here.
Yeah.
Very formal show.
Yes. So that should be fun. So we have lots of things going on in the library tonight. We've got lots of things going on in the pop-up shop in the middle of December. We actually have the Candy Box from Watch Hill coming. They were established in 1955, and the Candy Box has been creating a fun and memorable summer experience for visitors to Watch Hill for over 60 years. They're family owned and operated, and have the finest collection of handmade chocolates and old-fashioned candies. So they are actually going to be in our pop-up shop from Tuesday, December 17th through Saturday, December 21st, where you can pick up some things for the holidays.
Smart people they are.
Yeah. Yep. So they're going to have a variety of stocking stuffers, hostess gifts, and yummy handmade chocolate treats. which includes sea salt caramels, almond butter crunch toffee, pecan turtles, truffles, chocolate Oreos, and more.
Producers moaning.
Yeah. Saltwater
Yes.
taffy, old-fashioned candies, holiday gummies.
Are they gift wrapping for Christmas too?
I do not know.
They don't need to wrap them.
You're right.
No.
Just unwrap them, put
There's-
them in
Right.
your mouth.
No
Right,
need to wrap
right.
them.
So yeah, we're really excited to have them. And then we don't have any artists in the cottage for December, but we do have 4 artists. I think we were working on getting a 5th one in next year at the cottage.
But not all at once.
Not all. No.
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 It would-
And
it would look like a very bad National Lampoon
yeah.
movie.
Yeah, and not only do we seek local artists, but we are listed on a global organization site and have actually received, what was it, from Croatia possibly, and Finland. We've received applications
Oh my.
How do
Yeah.
they know about you? I
from
mean,
this website.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, that's the wrong website. Don't listen to me.
So very excited about that. And then, of course, save the date for Saturday, March 8th, 2025 for Caddy Stacks Mini Golf,
Oh.
where
Yep.
the library will be closed the entire day. The first half of the day is dedicated towards families, where people of all ages can come play 9 holes of golf. It's $5 per player or $20 for a family up to 5. And then we have 21 plus mini golf, which is 18 holes. And there's 3 tee times, 3, 5, and 7.
Wait a minute. $20 for a family up to 5.
Yes.
What do you do for the Italian families of Westerly who have 12 kids?
You're going to have to pay a little bit more.
Yeah, I would think you would. Explain to people. I mean, I know because I did this the last time and it is more fun. But please explain how you play golf in the library.
So we have,
You hit it hard, as hard as you can.
No.
No, don't do
No.
that.
They like their windows.
yes, we do. They're just mini golf courses set up. There'll be a little different than last year as we, learn some lessons from our golf event that we had partially while the library was open as well. But it's going to be a lot of fun. 18 holes for 21
Ooh.
plus.
And
Yes.
it's a wonderful fundraiser for the library, but it's just a lot of fun.
Yeah, and you'll get
and
to
every
go.
hole there's food, right?
Well,
or almost.
We may
every
have
hole.
past hors d'oeuvres
That's right.
and think
Do you
about.
have donut holes?
I don't know.
If
yet.
you have,
Why
you're
don't you
missing
go
an
back to the
opportunity.
controls and color?
I will zoom
something?
in so far on your face. Don't mess with me. I got a camera now.
I know, frightens me.
Yeah, so there's so many things going on. Also, note that we are going to be closed for a few things, including Christmas and the New Year, but also we're closing early on December 13th for our staff appreciation that we have every year.
No,
Very
I
nice.
appreciate your staff too.
Thank you. Thank you. They're awesome.
And there are how many in staff there? I know you got a whole
Ooh.
ton of people.
We have 36 or 37 now.
All
Wow.
full time?
No. Full-time and part-time.
It's
good-
still terrific.
Good mix.
It really
Yes.
is.
It seems like a lot of people, but then when you look at everything that we do, I don't know how we do it with just that
Just
amount of
that
staff.
many.
because you have good people.
Right.
That's what it is.
Right.
You have good quality people.
Yes. Dedicated.
Wow.
Yeah. So
So here we are on December 4th. So you can't tell us what happened on the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. But
I
what
could,
do you,
what it won't.
it wouldn't matter. What do you have upcoming? And I know you cannot possibly cover it all.
So Saturday, December 14th from 2 to 3, we have cocoa and crafts. So where you can join us for ornament decorating and cocoa sipping. Make a gift for loved ones or keep one for your own tree. And it's for all ages.
That would,
Yay!
However,
yeah.
you do
Aw.
need to have some foresight because you do have to register ahead
That's
of time.
okay.
Okay.
Well,
but
yeah, they got to have
it-
enough cocoa.
Registration is required. However, they will take day-in walk-ins while supplies last.
Good.
We're also having movies this month.
You had
Actually,
my favorite movie on Monday, and I had a meeting, which I
We
almost
did.
cut.
Oh,
it was
The Holdovers.
The Holdovers. I haven't seen that.
Yeah, these are Christmas movies.
Yes.
I know.
And then on the 9th, Love Actually. And then on the 16th, my all-time favorite Christmas movie, White Christmas.
Ah.
Yes.
And
So-
this is the old one or the newer one?
I believe it's the old one with Bing Crosby.
Oh, that's the old one.
Yes.
Yep.
From 5:30 to 7:45 in the auditorium. It's free. Light snacks and hot cocoa will be served.
And you'll be there, probably.
Maybe. It's not a wrestling night. Sorry, my kid, one of my
even the
Children
camera was
wrestle.
interested in that. It zoomed in
Actually,
all
I
by
was going to
itself.
say, I like that even before you filled it in. I'm going to use that line if someone asks me about something. I'll say, well, if it's not a wrestling night.
Yes, it is the 1954 classic film. Rosemary Clooney, Danny
Yep.
Kaye, Vera Allen. Yes, it's awesome. Also, there's Letters to Santa through Monday, December 16th during library hours. If you have questions for the Jolly Man in Red, or need express delivery on your Christmas list, through December 16th, you can mail your letters to Santa in our special Santa mailbox.
And I read, it said, I was reading the online calendar that you might get an answer. So put your address in.
Yes, that is correct. I have seen some that have gotten a response from Santa.
I love
Wow.
Santa.
Yeah, me too. There's also kids take and makes. There's lots of take and makes, and that's always on the first Monday of the month in the makerspace. But materials are first come, first serve, and sometimes there are leftovers. So you can stop in and see if there's any more craft kits. Let's see. We also have, that's past, story times on Wednesdays. So our story time
Ooh.
in the terrace room, there's family story times, and it's for ages birth through 11 years when accompanied by a caregiver. We have kids craft time Thursdays 4 to 4:30 in the kids room castle. Let's see. Tomorrow is sponge paint snowmen.
The sponge paint.
Sponge paint.
So you
I guess you're
actually
using-
put the paint on the sponge and you're doing that.
I think so.
Oh, okay.
Cup snow globes. And then on the 19th, popsicle stick gingerbread houses.
Ooh. Okay.
Don't worry about me.
On Thursdays, and that includes tomorrow, December 5th at 10 a.m., is baby playtime. So you can join Gina for 45 minutes of lap sit fun with your baby, including stories, rhymes, songs, and free time play. And that's for ages birth through 18 months.
I just thought of a question, but I can't ask it and have 321 Media still be in business. But when
Okay.
we take our break, I'll ask.
Okay. Sounds
Why not? I'm pushing buttons.
But I appreciate it. Not asking.
And then there's toddler play times, December 12th and 26th from 10 to 10:45. Again, lap sit fun, but for toddlers, 14 months to 3 years. The Saturday, December 14th, Sensory Saturday. The theme is ice.
Ice?
Sensory.
Ice, baby.
Ice?
Yeah. She has self-promotion or something.
And then
That was
a couple days later, on December 16th, from 4 to 5 in the kids' castle, is Steam Engine, where they'll be doing coding, a scratch and dance party. Pretty cool. They'll use problem-solving skills to imagine, explore, tinker, build, build, code, play, and design marble
I thought
mazes.
you were
They
saying
might
Tinkerbell, like
I love
Peter
her.
Pan.
marble They will also have, not this time, do marble mazes, maybe Rube Goldberg machines, cardboard construction, and lots of other activities. So, and as you always remind me to remind our listeners that if they're not getting these dates and times because they're in the car or they're busy doing something else,
Or they're setting up their luminarias outside.
Yes,
Right.
they can check out our website, pop into the library, give us a call. I'm not quite sure what
I have a
DJ's
banner.
doing.
I
made a
she's
banner
having
for
a
you.
very good time all by
Thank
herself.
you.
Yeah,
Thank
I'm
you.
drawing and pushing buttons, and I made a westerlylibrary.org banner.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank
I do
you.
stuff.
We have, yes, you can give us a call, stop in, subscribe to our e-newsletter, pick up a calendar in the library, or give us a call. Good. Yeah. Yep. There's more natural arts, including pine cone paint, which is on Tuesday, December 9th. There's a toddler time and an after school time. For that event.
A pine cone?
I don't know if they're painting
would be-
pine cones or using pine cones to paint.
Huh. I'll bet it's the
This
former.
month they're using
pine cones
paint.
are too nice.
Oh,
They
no.
don't need to be painted.
Not even. This month they're using paint made from pine cones.
A lot of brown. A lot of brown going on.
Right. None of the above.
Door number 3. Wow. I had visions of maybe it was spray painting, white on it to look like snow, and
Yeah.
wouldn't that be pretty? But paint made from pine cones.
Yeah.
It's worth going just to see it.
I'm pretty sure that's Casey. Maybe we'll have to have her on the show to explain some of her.
Yes, please. I
Okay.
need an explanation.
Um,
I can't see anything outside of brown, maybe?
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh, you want to know what'd be cool, though? If you were, like, antiquing things with the paint made from pine cones, like a vintage, like,
Oh, yeah.
Christmas kind of
get
thing
it.
going on.
Thinking about the brown.
Yeah, I'm thinking about the brown. Yeah.
Okay.
I followed that one.
We really should move on.
Okay.
Good point.
So today from 4, which is to 4:30, which is very soon, we have Play-Doh Playtime, which is all about letting kids use their imagination, get creative with homemade Play-Doh.
Delicious.
Yes, lots of fun. Next Wednesday, December 11th, this is fun, from 4 to 5 in the Makerspace is a stuffed animal salon.
Wow.
So
Oh,
you
I
can
saw that
come treat your
online.
stuffed animal to a relaxing spa day.
So if you had the kids have these old, well-loved stuffed animals, but they're all yucky and they need to be cleaned and all of that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you can treat your stuffed animal to a relaxing spa day. We'll
And-
provide everything you need to create a personalized name tag and give your furry friend some well-deserved pampering. Registration is required on our website calendar of events.
And you got a couple of your 36 employees to volunteer to do this? Like, I'll do their nails, I'll do their hair,
yes.
but I'm
Yes.
not washing them.
Yes. Yes. They love this.
I think it's a wonderful idea.
Yeah.
And kids will love it.
Yeah.
You just have to hope that some of these aren't old enough animals that tufts will start coming out.
Maybe they should have this after the teddy bear picnics where the teddy bears are out.
Yes, right, outside getting all yucky.
Yes. There's also a read and craft with Westerly High School's emergent literacy students, which is really fantastic. Friday, December 13th from 11 to noon. You can enjoy a story time and craft with students from Westerly High School. They're really fun and energetic students, and they're interested in pursuing education in the future. So as part of their coursework, they've partnered with us to provide their students with opportunities to explore children's literature.
That's a wonderful idea.
Yeah.
It really is.
Yeah.
And I would imagine they get credits
Yes.
for this
Yep.
too.
Students have researched holiday and winter themed stories, practiced their read alouds, and created engaging craft activities to entertain our young patrons. And I could never do that because I yawn. when I read out
We
loud.
know that.
Yes. If I
I
talk,
just wish the people that are seeing this via streaming or however they're
goodness.
seeing it could see the scene that's opposite me because we have Ben and Roxy the radio dog, and we're into some pretty deep passion scenes here. Roxy the radio dog's really into this.
Roxy loves Ben.
Yes. Roxy loves just about everybody
She's
though,
a-
too.
she's a great radio dog.
Anyway, we're going to give you another 6 or 7 minutes before
Okay.
we take a break.
Sounds
So
good. So there's
fill that
also
time.
Monday, December 30th. We're already looking at December 30th. Monthly homeschool hangout. So it's a time for homeschooled families to come to the library and connect with each other. And that's December 30th from 2 to 3 in the auditorium. There's also tons of tween programs happening. Tween Crafternoon, which is on Mondays from 4 to 5. There's also Tween D&D, which is still going pretty strong and run by our tween librarian and volunteer. Our tween librarian is blowing up YouTube. I don't know if you seen it, DJ, where he's playing video games
Mm-hmm.
and recording it. I think it's playing something. I keep forgetting.
Is it Twitch?
I'm very embarrassed.
Just keep looking at your phone. Somebody, from the
somebody will.
library
Somebody
tell
will
you.
help.
He's got over 1,000 views on one of them.
Wow.
Yeah.
And this is because of D&D?
No, that's separate. I just
He's
Oh.
just cool.
segued right into it.
What channel is he doing it on? The library?
I'll help you out
Yes.
later, Ben.
Yes. I think the ones that he got big hits on was Super Mario and
Is this Ben who's doing
Sonic.
it? Your Ben?
Ben. Yes.
Yes. Ben Library.
but he
not
has
Ben
also been
320.
Playing some other games that we have that are available for checkout. So
Library Let's Play.
yes. Yes.
And
It's
over
fun.
1,000 hits? Wow.
Yeah. But he also runs helps run these D&D groups for the tweens, and they're so much fun. And I say this every month that we can hear them giggling and having a lot of fun right outside our offices, and it's awesome.
That's
We
awesome.
know when it's Tuesday afternoon.
And they're reaching a lot of people. Are a lot of people coming? I'm sure it
Yeah.
varies by the
Yes,
week.
it
but
does. It does. Sports have a lot to do with it because we just are in the middle of changing seasons for things.
Right.
Soccer, basketball,
Going from outside to inside.
inside, including wrestling, right?
She's obsessed.
I am. Yeah, it's interesting. There's also a Tween Librarian Club where you can join fellow library fans to create interactive displays, create art for the tween space, and discuss all things books.
Mm.
Sounds fun. We also have our Tween Alliance for Acceptance, which is Thursdays from 4 to 5 in the Terrace Room. We also have our Teen Pride and Pizza tonight from 4 to 5. We have D&D for teens on Tuesdays from 4 to 5:30. Crafternoons on Thursdays from 4 to 5. And they're doing gifts and goodies as well. And that is next Tuesday, the 9th, the 16th, and the 23rd. So if teens are looking for the perfect gift for someone in their circle, they can pop in during this time to wrap free books to give to friends or family.
What a great idea that is.
Or they can prepare craft kits for gifts and make holiday cards while enjoying tea and cookies. Yay.
Excellent.
Yeah.
That is excellent.
Yeah. Lots
You
of
always
fun things.
accompany everything for them with food.
Well, it is a draw.
I know.
It is.
That's how you get people.
Yes. Speaking of food, the friends made a whole donated a whole bunch of food for our tree lighting that we had on Saturday. And Washington Trust got 2 huge things of hot cocoa from Bessie Inn, and it went.
I'm sure it did.
Yeah. It was Have you seen the tree?
I have not. I parked right by the library because I'm going to be doing the stroll. And I was talking to Lisa and people from the chamber because they were putting up the lights at the Esplanade.
Mm-hmm.
But I have not seen the
Okay.
tree yet, but I will.
It's a 50-foot Swiss stone pine, I think,
Now, is this a tree that exists all the time in the library?
in the park.
Okay.
Yes.
That's what I
yes.
meant, not in
We
the
had
library. in
we
the
were
park.
using one that's right near it, but it was a little straggly. And so Alan
Charlie Brown tree.
Yes, Alan convinced me that this was a good move. I was a little hesitant.
Alan, for those of you who
yes.
don't know, is the park superintendent, Alan Peck.
Yes.
We have had him on Man About
He knows
Town
best
several
about
times,
the trees. Yeah.
but he talks to the trees.
Yes, he does. And he made a great call. So
Great. And you had a lot of people come out for that?
we did. We think we had over 250 people.
Ooh, that
Mhm.
is good.
So it was
especially with the weather. that we've
carols
had.
led by the chorus of Westerly. So they always bring a lot of folks.
Sure they do.
But we had a lot of visitors and people just strolling by that stopped.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, people will stop if they see a crowd
Yeah. And
or
it was-
they hear singing
yeah. And
or they
hopefully
smell cocoa.
people visited those small businesses on Small Business Saturday.
That's
So-
what I was off doing. And unfortunately, this time of year, there's too many things at the same time, but that happens
Mm-hmm.
in every community.
Yeah.
You just have to make your choices. But
Yes.
there are times I just wish I could be in two places at once, and I know I'm
know.
not alone.
I know. And it's very hectic this year with Thanksgiving being so late.
Yes.
It just feels
We're getting all smashed together on this holiday.
Yes.
Speaking of getting smashed, we're going to go take a break and get smashed
Are
for a
we?
few minutes so we can catch up. You're going to watch and listen to some local people who love supporting Man About Town and 321 Media. And we will be back with Bridget Hopkins and Everything Library right after this.
Hi, this is Dan from Lathrop Insurance. In this challenging insurance environment, Lathrop Insurance can be your beacon in the storm to help you find the coverage you need at the right price. Now, more than ever, you need a partner in the insurance industry that can work with multiple carriers to make sure you have the right coverage at the right price. Lathrop Insurance carries home, auto, and business insurance and can be reached at 401-596-2525. We've been supporting the local community since 1939, and we look forward to working with you.
Hot summers and cold winters can be unbearable, but D&V Mechanical has the solution for you. As a Mitsubishi Diamond dealer, we provide energy-efficient and personalized comfort solutions for your home. Our experienced technicians will install your new system quickly and efficiently, ensuring your complete satisfaction. Don't suffer through another season of discomfort. Contact D&V Mechanical today for a personalized ductless mini-split installation that fits your lifestyle. D&V Mechanical, your comfort is our top priority.
Hi, I'm Chris Kozłowski, owner of Broadview Florist and Garden Center in Dunn's Corners. For over 40 years, our family-owned business has been your go-to destination for beautiful, custom-made floral arrangements. Whether it's a special event or just to brighten up your day, we create highest quality designs tailored just for you. Trust Broadview Florists to make every moment unforgettable. Visit us today or give us a call at 401-322-0390.
Are you looking for a fresh cut in Westerly? Step into Rio's Barber Shop in Granite Plaza. Whether it's a classic trim or a trendy new look, we've got you covered. Experience the perfect cut for every age and style in a friendly and relaxed atmosphere. At Rio's, it's not just a haircut, it's an experience. Visit Rio's Barber Shop in the Granite Plaza in Westerly or give us a call to schedule your appointment at 401-315-2208. Your style, our craft, Rio's Barber Shop.
I am Jim Howe. My practice is focused on representing people injured in car accidents, representing people injured in premises liability, represent people in all walks of life. I say all the time that I represent the underdog, and by the underdog I mean the person who is injured and is facing lawyers that are hired by insurance companies. If you unfortunately find yourself injured in an automobile collision or in any other circumstance where insurance may come into play, think of giving me a call.
Experience local excellence with Roof Right Roofing in Charlestown, Rhode Island. With over 40 years of unmatched expertise, Roof Right specializes in architectural shingles and holds the prestigious title of GAF Master Elite Installers. Known for their commitment to the community and support for local initiatives, Roof Right is your trusted partner for all of your home's roofing needs. Call today for a free estimate at 401-212-4140.
Ever thought about leveling up your fitness game in a fun and meaningful way? Kiefer's Martial Arts on Granite Street has everything you're looking for. Kickboxing, Muay Thai, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, and of course, adult karate. It's not just about getting fit, it's about building your self-confidence, discipline, and that unstoppable feeling you get from all your hard work. Stop into Kiefer's Martial Arts today to sign up.
What's going on, everybody? It's Patrick down here at the Wireless Zone at Dunn's Corners at 224 Post Road, and everybody down here is getting the brand new iPhone 16. We have it here in stock. The best part is right now, if you trade in your old phone, you get it for free. We got deals all weekend, awesome savings. Come on down and see us, 224 Post Road, Dunn's Corners, Verizon Wireless Zone. We'll see you soon.
Brunch has arrived at Surf Cantina every Saturday and Sunday, 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. And don't miss our weekly specials like Monday Night Industry Night, Taco Tuesday with DJ Trivia, $1 Wing Wednesdays, Reggae Thursdays, DJs every weekend at 10 p.m. and karaoke on Sundays at 8. Only at Surf Cantina, 15 Canal Street in downtown Westerly.
Hi, I'm Neil Anthus, owner of Sound Financial Partners. We're a full-service financial planning practice dedicated to optimizing your investment, tax, and cash flow strategies. As fiduciaries, we always keep our advisory clients' best interests in mind when making recommendations. Whether you're preparing for retirement or growing your business, we're here to help you achieve your financial goals. Ready to start your journey to financial success? Visit us at our Westerly office or give us a call at 401-642-4333.
And the paper bags are going out on High Street. For those of you who don't know what a luminaria is, paper bags that will have candles in them that will be lit probably in about 40 minutes or so when it gets dark here. And at 5 o'clock, we are on Eastern Standard Time. 5 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, the stroll will begin. If you are home and hearing that there's going to be bad weather, listen carefully because all the weather guys are saying yes, but it will happen tonight, not early evening. So just bundle up and come out and please support the local people who support you and wait all year to do this kind of business. And it's magical downtown. Okay, back to the magical lady from the library in Wilcox Park, Bridget Hopkins. And she's smiling and didn't even have cocoa. But what's next on your list?
Handmade Holiday Edition. And I believe this is Caroline, who is our head of adult services, gave Cassie credit for this. It started Monday, December 2nd, but it's also the 9th and the 16th. So you can join our popular Handmade Holiday series. Each Monday, we'll have a special holiday-themed project that you can complete on the spot or take and complete at home. Create a great personalized gift for family and friends. Craft kits are available in the first floor makerspace beginning at 9 a.m. and supplies are limited. So on Monday, it was photo magnets. Next Monday, it's tree ornaments. And then the 16th is photo coasters. And you can access the video tutorials on our YouTube channel on the day of the program.
When you interview people to work at the library, they all have to be crafty, don't they?
No, they don't.
I mean, I could never get a job there. I can't do those things, but I'm amazed at your people. I also love the spirit that they have of working together. The fact that Caroline is giving Cassie credit. I noticed the column in Monday's paper was written by Rebecca, the new children's librarian, who did a wonderful job.
She did.
And I said, well, I guess Cassie must be on vacation or sick or whatever. but nobody has any trouble taking over and giving credit where it's due. They're a great
No.
group of people.
They are.
And
Everyone
I'm
has
really pushing to be
Yes.
invited to this Christmas party, but I won't be. And Gadget will come too. I know she will.
and then we're doing our cookbook club cookie swap,
Oh,
which
that
is
sounded
next
like fun.
Wednesday from 6 to 7:30 in the terrace room. So the cookbook club meets the second Wednesday of each month. But in December, they've been doing a cookie swap. Participants are invited to bring 3 dozen of their favorite cookies to share with the group. Cookies must be ready to eat and not previously frozen. Please also bring a container to bring cookies home with you at the end. So
The one thing I was wondering about, because I read that and I got very excited about that. I like cookies, but I read that and I said, but do you have to be a member of the cookie club? Can you
No.
just be, Joe
No.
Schlumpf from the
Any-
public?
well, if you bring 3 dozen cookies, I'm sure
They
you
don't
can.
care who you are, right? Let her in.
They do want registration. So you have to register at least 1 day in advance, just so they have enough, whatever they need.
I would
to
think
have.
they should also ask, what are you planning on bringing, so they don't wind up with 30 dozen of chocolate chip cookies
Yeah,
or
that
little
would be
Christmas
kind of-
trees.
I don't see
That
any
would be
problem with 30 dozen chocolate chip cookies. I don't see a problem with that. That could be fine.
Okay.
I like variety.
But it's like when you
I
go
like
to
chocolate.
a picnic and they say everybody brings something and you get there and there's 30 bags of potato chips and people forgot the meat or the ketchup or other stuff.
Says the
sides.
vegetarian whose primary staple in her house is potato
Is
chips.
potato chips. Yes, but I still don't want to go to a picnic and that's all they've got.
But for any of the clubs or groups, you don't have to have, you can just go. You don't have to have been before. There's
But
no,
in this case,
there's
they
no
want you to
real
register.
membership. They typically want you to register for things so that they can anticipate how many people will attend, so that they have enough supplies.
And this is
Whether
on the
it's
11th?
plates or what. Yes.
Okay.
The 11th from 6 to 7:30. There's also film club, and that's meeting Wednesday, December 18th from 2 to 3 in the Roberts Room. It's a social group for film buffs, for anyone who loves films. They watch, they choose the movies that they want to watch at home, and then they come together the third Wednesday of every month to discuss them.
Do they have on their list what they're doing this month? Are they going to be Christmas movies
I
or
don't know.
something good?
I would assume that the movies are already.
Yeah, they usually do have them picked in advance. I can remember from the past.
Oh, and going back to the cookie swap. Thank you, Amanda. They do list on the calendar the recipes or cookies that are being brought. And now Amanda's
Thank you, Amanda.
filling me in on something else. There's also the Irish Coastal Club, which is having a program called Celebrating the Winter Solstice and Christmas in Ireland Through the Centuries. And that's no films decided for this month. Saturday, December 21st from 2 to 3 p.m. in the auditorium, the Irish Coastal Club is presenting, I'm not even saying it, but it's in English, it's called Winter Has Come, Celebrating the Winter Solstice and Christmas in Ireland Through the Centuries.
I always think it's fun when you're here with Bill Ensalada
and
there's an artist name or something and neither one of you could pronounce it.
Well,
but you take such a good stab at it.
I typically feel very bad butchering a name only because I have a
Bill
difficult
doesn't.
name.
When it comes to those Danish names.
I
and
have
stuff.
a tough name, and I appreciate when someone makes an effort to try to get it right.
You have a tough name to even pronounce when you know it. So
Yes.
I used to practice on the way to work on the
You
first
did?
Wednesday of the month. Yeah. I used to be like, Bridget, no,
Yeah.
all the way.
Yep.
But I got
Yep.
it now, Bridget.
I've tried to figure out how to phonetically say it, but I still can't get it right because I have
I know how to write it phonetically because I had to take that course in college. But somebody looking at a DZ isn't going to know that means
DZ?
yeah, not for the Briv, but for the J,
Yeah.
the just
See,
sign.
I couldn't figure
like
that
for
out. I'm gonna
Brigitte
try
or
that.
Judge.
because I have AI do my voicemail.
You have AI do your voicemail.
Yes, I do. My
and I couldn't
voicemail
say what
greeting.
I wanted to say earlier. Oh, it's time to move on.
Well, you know why you want somebody else to you. If you have your voicemail, some people can capture your voice, and
That's right.
so if I don't have my real voice,
The opinions expressed on this radio program are not those
No,
of
no,
321
no,
Media.
no. You don't have to
Anyway.
keep doing that.
anyway.
Let's move back to the
Yes.
library.
So there's lots of things going on in the tech space, maker space. We have sewing basics on the first and third Tuesdays from 6 to 6:30. So they'll go over all the sewing equipment that's available in the makerspace and how to use it. And then the sewing club meets immediately after, and all experience levels are welcome at the sewing club.
And all these clubs are free.
Yes.
Materials are free unless you're told to bring specific
Yes.
materials.
Or you want to bring something specific that you're working on. And
Will
there's
they sew
all
buttons
levels
on for people.
You know, sometimes I think we should have a home ec class because
Yeah.
they don't teach home ec anymore.
Good. Will they fix a hole in a pocket? I keep thinking that would be a great business in town to have someone who sits there and you could just bring in the easy repairs, things that could be done, not hems and things.
Yeah.
Fast repairs.
I feel like Toscano's does that.
Well, they do,
But you have to drop
get
off.
yelled at when you go in.
Do you have to drop
I
off?
love
and you have
Polly.
to drop off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We also have tech socials on the second and fourth Wednesdays of the month from 1 to 2. So if you have problems with technology, you can come join us for our tech social. There's guiding topics each month, followed by time for member questions and discussion. And they meet in person in the makerspace. But if you are somewhat know how to use tech and can
Savvy.
attend, yes, tech savvy, thank you. You can attend via Zoom as well.
Or if you know somewhat, you can do it.
Yes.
I was looking at that online and I was looking at the pictures that they have. And I thought the one thing that's missing is a 9-year-old little boy or girl. That should be the teacher of the tech savvy stuff.
I know my kids roll their eyes at me. There's also laser cutting basics with the Glow Forge on the first and third Thursdays
That
of
is-
the month.
When we did the tour last year, not that I could do that, but I was absolutely taken by it. Looking at the equipment, looking that there is something that you could learn to do and what it does.
Yeah, it's amazing. It does engraving, fabricating, and you can use different designs from their library, design your own using this laser cutter and engraver. So if you had found this amazing, I know Bill mentioned it, cutting board and wanted to give it as a gift, you could have it engraved
Wow.
there. And
So
then
you
give
could
it.
bring in a cutting board from the outside, something that you
Yes.
purchased elsewhere,
Yes.
and just ask them to engrave it
Yes.
or learn how to engrave it.
Yes. It has to be within a certain dimension, and it can't be curved. We don't have one of those yet, but I'm hoping we do get one.
But you have a library of things that's ever growing.
Yes, it is. We're also, I think there's a Library of Things demo day scheduled for sometime in the middle of January. So if anyone's interested in looking at some of our items that we have in the Library of Things, like putter ball, which has been explained to me as
What
a
is
cross between mini golf and beer pong.
Oh, that's a heck of a cross.
I don't know.
Mini
Maybe
golf and
something
beer
with
pong?
cups.
No, I'm just
And I don't know either.
wow.
But you can come check it out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
There,
called
we just
putter
got
ball.
more hot spots.
Okay.
So those are always checked out. People who need, going on vacation or don't have internet access, or I know it was great during COVID when people had to sit in their cars and couldn't go into a doctor's appointment with someone else.
Right.
That was So there's lots and lots of things. Plus we keep expanding our museum pass collection. So make sure you check that out.
Explain very briefly. I know what it is, but explain for those who may not have heard you before about how they can go other places because they're members of the Westerly Library or not have a library card,
So-
a free
Yes.
library card.
So if you have a library card, you can check out museum passes to go to experiences, and these passes, depending upon the site, will get you in either for free or at a discounted rate.
And you've got places as close as Mystic Aquarium, don't you, on that?
Yep. I was just trying to pull up all the passes, but I'm not getting.
Well, other people can do that.
Yes, they can.
Look it up.
They can. Be surprised. There's lots of clubs and monthly meets, including Sewers and Stitches, which is on Mondays from 2 to 4, knit and crochet, our poetry gathering, our Monday night book discussion, mostly fiction book club, Irish Coastal Club, still doing Irish language classes, our tech socials, cookbook clubs, film clubs, silent book club.
Love that.
Me too. If you don't know what a silent book club is, you can bring any book you're currently reading and join us in the Old Main Reading Room for our silent book club, which starts at 5:30 on the last Wednesday of every month. You can mingle with other readers for 15 minutes if you choose.
Nope.
And then you can go and read for 45 minutes.
I love that.
Or stay longer. They typically wrap up with another 15 minutes of discussion or continued silent reading. So it's a great way to meet other readers in the area and learn about new books and old books without having to do, if you're not a people person.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Really? You're not a people person?
Mm-mm.
You know,
Interesting.
the question that I'm thinking is, why would people come to the library to do that unless they're looking for a different book? If they're not people person, why wouldn't they just stay home?
Well, maybe they like people, just not a lot of them all at once.
So it's not like I'm not
or
a
a
people
quiet
person.
place to read.
Yeah, it's too
I'm-
people-y.
I'm
It
not.
gets too
Yeah,
people-y.
I'm not
Yeah.
good at introductions or making friends, or I come up with the most awkward thing ever, and I just don't want to talk to you.
That's
But it
why
doesn't
you're
mean-
a producer.
It doesn't mean I don't want to hang out. I hang out with you.
I
Sit
know
there.
there's something implied there. I know there is.
Thank you, Amanda. She's listening. We have the Audrain Auto Museum in Newport
Yes.
and
Oh, that's a huge one.
Florence Griswold Museum,
In Old
Mashantucket
Lyme.
Pequot. We have Mystic Seaport, the
Wow.
Breakers in Newport, the Niantic Children's Museum, RISD, Save the Bay, and
You go, Amanda. That's
Mhm.
great.
and Slater Memorial.
Yeah,
Oh.
NFA
Yes.
alumni.
Absolutely great. These are all major museums.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. We also have Chess Club that meets on Thursdays from 5:30 to 7:30 in the Old Main Reading Room, and Westerly Writers Group, which meets the first and third Saturdays of the month in the Makerspace. And those are our clubs and meets, but we still have more.
You
But
always
wait,
still have more.
There's
Wait,
more.
There's
Yeah.
more.
And if you call now, I won't pick up.
We have our community resource advocate, Susan Rosen, who's in our Roberts room on Tuesdays from 1 to 3 p.m. And if you have questions or want more information or need to reach Susan, she can be reached at advocate@westerlylibrary.org.
Please explain for those who may not have heard about Susan, just briefly, the topic she would handle or how she could help people.
So she's our community resource advocate. So basically, if someone's looking for a resource or doesn't know what resource that they need, who to reach out to, contact Susan.
Or new in town.
You can reach out to Susan. So it can be something like somebody needs heating assistance, or maybe your neighbor needs heating assistance, and you want to find out
Can she
information
help
for them.
with, and this is a toughie, with housing?
not directly, because she will connect, but she will connect
but she
you.
would connect you to a person who could help with housing.
Yes. And then we also have someone on Thursdays that comes in, and they're our mental health advocate. And they're there Thursdays in the Roberts Room from 10 to noon. So if you have concerns about your well-being and want to talk to someone or someone else's well-being, you can come talk to Toby.
Is Robert's Room on the second floor?
Yes, across
Okay.
from Local History.
Okay.
So I have a question for you.
Yes.
I don't mean to put you on the spot because I don't
That's
know what
okay.
this is.
Amanda
But someone
will
asked,
know.
does the Westerly Library offer canopy?
Yes, they do. Even
That's
I
a
knew
great
that.
question. Thank you, Bill.
Even I knew that, only because I've heard Bill mention it when they
Yeah,
talk about the
it's
different
a-
platforms.
It's a streaming service for
Yeah.
movies.
Oh, gotcha.
Starts with a K.
Yep. I
Yes.
was like, I hope I'm saying this right.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. And through Ask RI, which is a number of databases that are supplied actually by the state of Rhode Island, we have Flipster, which are magazines.
Oh, that's
so
right.
you can get digital magazines
Great.
for free just for being a Rhode Islander.
And they won't click you off and say, now to read the rest of it, you
No.
have to subscribe for $5 a year. Or $3
We
a
also
week.
have the New York Times digital access. So you can do that if you can use your library card to gain 24-hour access.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah. So if there's really an article that you need.
Thanks to a good friend, I have the New York Times, but it cuts me off in the middle of an article that I want to read, and it's trying to get me to subscribe. It just kind of
Yes.
pulls you in.
Yes.
And I like doing the spelling bee every day. And just when I'm starting to win, they tell me I've got to stop. Last week, I actually subscribed to the Hartford Courant for $2 or something for the year, which I'm going to drop. But I did it because I had to see the end of a story. It was research for something I was writing. And I'll bet you've got the Hartford Courant. I mean, it's fairly local. Hartford's
we
only
also
an hour away.
we have America's News as well, which is another database.
Yes, that's a
so
wonderful
you can get
one.
access to lots of newspapers. We have our Westerly Sun digitized through almost the end of 1950 that you can access through our website, which is amazing. I love all the articles. I actually found out about who lived in my house
Way back.
which
Did
was
it
cool.
say where they left the money?
No.
Oh, no good.
No, I know.
Help us, Amanda.
I have a modest home. But anything that we mentioned here, or to find out about more resources, visit our website, check us out on social media, pop in, grab a calendar, subscribe to our e-newsletter. There's lots of ways to find out the information, but we're here. We've been here. I think most people know how to reach us.
I have a friend and neighbor / who retired about 6 months ago after 25 years with a local bank. And she took early retirement. And I was with her the other night and I said, so what are you doing? She said, I signed on with every library in the area. She said, Westerly, Langworthy, Exeter, Warwick, because she said, do you know they have activities more than books? I said, yeah, I've kind of heard. And she was telling me what a great deal it was and that it was free. And of course, when you get a library card, you're good anywhere in the state. You don't have to get one for every town by any means.
Nope.
And people right across the river from us can get cards.
Stonington. Yes.
The Stonington area. So Stonington would include Pawcatuck, Mystic, North Stonington?
No.
Not North Stonington.
No.
Okay, you draw the line.
Well, they're two different towns.
Yes.
So Stonington does give us a subsidy.
Wonderful.
For operating.
I think it's great.
But it's, a library for two towns and two states.
Okay, we've got about 3 minutes, so
Yeah.
let's get to the really important stuff. What are you and your husband and those 2 yard apes doing for the holiday?
I think we're taking it easy.
Oh, isn't that nice?
Yeah. Well, we're not originally from Westerly. we both come from small families, and sometimes that's nice.
Oh, yes.
That
So you
sounds
don't have to do,
delightful.
all right, we did Christmas
No.
or Thanksgiving with his family,
Nope.
but then they're going to be annoyed if we don't do.
Nope. We
Oh,
went to go visit my mom in Norwalk, Connecticut, went out to eat, and then came home and we're able to relax. And then we're going to, I think, just take it easy. We're going out to eat with some friends. I think Christmas Eve.
I love
Yeah.
Christmas Eve.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then we can just stay comfy and cozy.
yeah.
Right?
And watch White Christmas,
White Christmas. Yeah.
drink cocoa or something a little stronger.
We might watch Die Hard.
Have you ever
Christmas-
had white hot cocoa?
No.
It's delicious.
Is it really?
Yeah,
Jackie's obsessed with it.
it's
Really?
really good.
Yeah.
And if you get it mixed with regular hot cocoa, it's good too.
Where do you get it?
That
Make
place
your
that
own?
runs America. America runs on it.
Oh, America runs it.
Got
Okay.
it. Got it. You can't say it.
Okay.
I can.
Okay.
Just choose not
All
to.
right. I will. I will try that. Thank you. And what are you doing for the holidays?
I am part of a family at Christmas Eve, or they've made me part of their family. They do the 7 fishes, which I had never heard of till I moved here. And that's a lot of fun. That really is. They have about 20 people.
Wow.
And Christmas Day, it's probably going to be me and a black cat and a long walk if the weather holds up. Which means it's got to be warmer than
Yeah.
what's out there.
Yeah.
But for those who can't see and are far away, they have lit the Lions tree that the Lions Club provided right in the center. The lights are on outside. I would assume the lights must be on at the Esplanade by the library that Lisa and her group was working on.
Mhm.
And in 1 hour, they're going to rock and roll here.
Yeah.
But don't
forget
anybody
to
go
stop
away.
by the library.
Yeah, library first. That's why I parked there.
That's what I say.
Library first. And then you walk all the way to the train station where they've got
Yep.
some goodies and
Yep.
nice shops along the
Yep.
way.
Oh,
We're-
train station. What's in the gallery?
Yeah, they are having their
talk about that?
opening. They do a Christmas opening at the art gallery
Oh,
with goodies to eat and lots of fun people. I went last year. It's a
Yeah.
great
How
thing.
lucky are we?
so lucky.
We are. We
Yeah.
live in the middle of Norman Rockwell.
Yeah.
We really do. And speaking of Norman Rockwell, I think he's an advertiser. We're going to take a quick break. We will be back with Detective Howie Mills and who knows whom he might have brought with him. And there is Howie Mills peeking through the door as Roxy the radio dog is growling. We will be back right after this.
Hi, this is Dan from Lathrop Insurance. In this challenging insurance environment, Lathrop Insurance can be your beacon in the storm to help you find the coverage you need at the right price. Now, more than ever, you need a partner in the insurance industry that can work with multiple carriers to make sure you have the right coverage at the right price. Lathrop Insurance carries home, auto, and business insurance and can be reached at 401-596-2525. We've been supporting the local community since 1939, and we look forward to working with you.
Hot summers and cold winters can be unbearable, but D&V Mechanical has the solution for you. As a Mitsubishi Diamond dealer, we provide energy-efficient and personalized comfort solutions for your home. Our experienced technicians will install your new system quickly and efficiently, ensuring your complete satisfaction. Don't suffer through another season of discomfort. Contact D&V Mechanical today for a personalized ductless mini-split installation that fits your lifestyle. D&V Mechanical, your comfort is our top priority.
Hi, I'm Chris Kozwoski, owner of Broadview Florist and Garden Center in Dunn's Corners. For over 40 years, our family-owned business has been your go-to destination for beautiful, custom-made floral arrangements. Whether it's a special event or just to brighten up your day, we create highest quality designs tailored just for you. Trust Broadview Florists to make every moment unforgettable. Visit us today or give us a call at 401-322-0390.
Are you looking for a fresh cut in Westerly? Step into Rio's Barber Shop in Granite Plaza. Whether it's a classic trim or a trendy new look, we've got you covered. Experience the perfect cut for every age and style in a friendly and relaxed atmosphere. At Rio's, it's not just a haircut, it's an experience. Visit Rio's Barber Shop in the Granite Plaza in Westerly or give us a call to schedule your appointment at 401-315-2208. Your style, our craft, Rio's Barber Shop.
I am Jim Howie. My practice is focused on representing people injured in car accidents, representing people injured in premises liability, represent people in all walks of life. I say all the time that I represent the underdog, and by the underdog I mean the person who is injured and is facing lawyers that are hired by insurance companies. If you unfortunately find yourself injured in an automobile collision or in any other circumstance where insurance may come into play, think of giving me a call.
Experience local excellence with Roof Right Roofing in Charlestown, Rhode Island. With over 40 years of unmatched expertise, Roof Right specializes in architectural shingles and holds the prestigious title of GAF Master Elite Installers. Known for their commitment to the community and support for local initiatives, Roof Right is your trusted partner for all of your home's roofing needs. Call today for a free estimate at 401-212-4140.
Ever thought about leveling up your fitness game in a fun and meaningful way? Kiefer's Martial Arts on Granite Street has everything you're looking for. Kickboxing, Muay Thai, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, and of course, adult karate. It's not just about getting fit, it's about building your self-confidence, discipline, and that unstoppable feeling you get from all your hard work. Stop into Kiefer's Martial Arts today to sign up.
What's going on, everybody? It's Patrick down here at the Wireless Zone at Dunn's Corners at 224 Post Road, and everybody down here is getting the brand new iPhone 16. We have it here in stock. The best part is right now, if you trade in your old phone, you get it for free. We got deals all weekend, awesome savings. Come on down and see us, 224 Post Road, Dunn's Corners, Verizon Wireless Zone. We'll see you soon.
Brunch has arrived at Surf Cantina every Saturday and Sunday, 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. And don't miss our weekly specials like Monday Night Industry Night, Taco Tuesday with DJ Trivia, $1 Wing Wednesdays, Reggae Thursdays, DJs every weekend at 10 p.m. and karaoke on Sundays at 8. Only at Surf Cantina, 15 Canal Street in downtown Westerly.
Hi, I'm Neil Anthus, owner of Sound Financial Partners. We're a full-service financial planning practice dedicated to optimizing your investment, tax, and cash flow strategies. As fiduciaries, we always keep our advisory clients' best interests in mind when making recommendations. Whether you're preparing for retirement or growing your business, we're here to help you achieve your financial goals. Ready to start your journey to financial success? Visit us at our Westerly office or give us a call at 401-642-4333.
Okay, everybody, put away all that stuff you shouldn't have. The cops are here. Or not the cops. The detective is here. Detective Howie Mills. I was telling Bridget, I said, it seems like not that long ago when she and Bill were there at the beginning of the year, we're saying, wow, it's New Year's. It's the first Wednesday of the year. And then with every succeeding month, it was like, oh, it's spring already. Wow, can you believe it's summer? Can you believe we're at the end of the year?
No, I cannot.
I don't know who does this to us.
I
but
feel
it's not
like we were
fair.
just last month talking about the spring and the
Yeah.
CSOs and the summer influx of
Exactly, the tourists.
and how the Westerly just explodes with tourism and people coming to visit the beaches. And now it's, what is it, 20 degrees outside?
Yeah, maybe. Let's
Right.
hope. Yeah, I was telling someone, I guess it was Monday morning. I'm lying in bed and Channel 12 comes on like at 4:30 in the morning, and I'm listening, and I hear the weather guys say, and the coldest spot in town or in the state is Hope Valley at 12 degrees. And I pulled the covers up and I turned the electric blanket higher, and I said to the cat, we ain't going nowhere.
That's cold.
That's cold.
Yeah.
I mean, it has warmed to like 30 something,
It's
but
30 something right now, I think, which is weird that now that it's gotten dark, it's going to warm up a little bit, and it looks like it might rain maybe.
yeah, it's supposed to rain tonight, but it should be okay for the stroll.
Oh, I
And
guess
that's nice.
That's good. I mean, it's
Now, do
important.
you have to work that?
Tonight? No, I actually I have to go pick my daughter up at dance.
That dance I should have known that.
So I
That's
leave
good.
here. I have to go right to my house and then grab my personal vehicle and head to dance.
And head.
Yes.
Do you get to see a recital for all these?
There is. There's usually there's a recital every year in June. And my wife, it's funny because we just spoke about this the other day. My wife was trying to find out what date the recital is this year because her birthday's in June, my wife, and it feels like it always falls on her birthday. So she was checking to see if it was actually on her birthday.
And those recitals are long.
Yeah, they're sometimes 3 hours.
Yeah. Oh, I know. I have a friend in Connecticut who, when her daughter was growing up, she went to this large dance school, and it was like an all-day thing.
Yeah,
it was 6-7 hours, easy.
There was like 60 or 70 dances or something like
that. And of course, grandma's there, and the aunts are there, and the uncles, and everybody, and but it's a long time.
It's nice for it pays off at the end of the year to watch the recital and how great they do. But the drive to pick her up, Tuesday nights and Wednesday nights, I don't mind it at all in this fall or the spring.
But when there's snow and ice and it's dark.
Yes, that's the thing is that, when it's night, as soon as you have the time change and it's, the ride to Wakefield is dark. So
not quite 10 after 4 here in the East. And it's pretty dark out there.
Yeah.
Pretty darn dark.
Yeah. And it's weird because you think about summertime, it doesn't get dark until like 8 or 9 sometimes in the middle of the summer.
Yeah.
I know I'm out on my boat sometimes coming in from, Fisher's Island or somewhere out in the ocean, and it's, between 8 and 9, and the sun's just going down over the borough. And it's like, wow, still, it's pretty late in the sun.
Before we get to police business, we'll end this segment with what kind of dance does your daughter do?
Every year she tries different things. She's done contemporary, jazz, ballet,
hip hop.
She's done hip hop before. I don't know exactly which ones she's doing this year because every year she tries different ones. Like she's done tap before, so I'm not exactly sure which ones she chose this year. But I think she chose to do a few less classes this year than she did last year, like maybe 1 or 2 classes less. Just she just didn't want to do as many because she has her ones that she really likes. And ones that she's tried them all, and now
that's good though.
At her age,
she's tried them all.
Being a teenager now, she kind of knows what she likes.
Yeah,
for dance, and knows which ones.
If she's a teenager now, she knows everything.
Oh, she knows
and tells you that daily. I'm sure you and your wife, right?
Yes. Mostly my wife. She tries to tell her that she knows everything, but with myself, I question everything, and she just doesn't want to hear my questions. So she won't. Sometimes she won't bring things up just because I'll question so much about something. And then she's like, I don't even know why I even asked you.
I'm going to tell you one quick story.
Sure.
When I lived in Syracuse, we had friends, and the father, the man was, if you asked him what time it was, he would tell you how to build a clock or how to build a watch. He would just go on and on. And he had twin sons and a daughter. And they were all telling me as they grew up, if they did something wrong, he would give them a lecture. Except it would go on. And finally the kids would say, spank us, beat us, do anything, but please stop talking. That's what it sounds like.
With my daughter, it's, I make sure that like we have that conversation and I'll have the last word. That just, I'll explain the situation to her. I'll explain to her, why, she's punished or, why she lost this or, and then, we'll have that conversation. And, I also want her to understand it too. Like, I don't just have the conversation, like, okay, you can go back to your room or something like that. I'm like, you understand, right? Like, you understand why, and because sometimes it's not just being punished. It's also like a life lesson sometimes of,
Oh, I'm sure.
No, listen, as a dad, I don't have it figured out by any means. I think being a parent is one of the hardest things because, you're kind of doing it on the fly. But I mean, I try to do what I think is the right thing, I guess, You know, I'm not saying it's the right thing by any
That's
means.
all you can do as a parent.
You know,
Yeah.
I'm not saying that I'm doing it right by any means. Like I said, it's just, you know, I feel
Okay.
like I know what's best for
End
her.
of the Parent Trap 101.
Yep.
Let's get to what you want to tell us. What's doing in town? You were at Job Lot last weekend.
Yeah. The Job Lot was.
And you're going to Walmart, aren't
yeah,
you?
Job Lot was great. You know, the community, the outpouring is like always is amazing.
And explain for people who may not know what we're talking about, what we're talking about.
The Westerly Police Department for the last several years has done a toy drive. And originally, when we would do the toy drive, we would, you know, collect the toys and then we would bring them to the Johnny Cake Center, or would bring them somewhere like that. And then they would, you know, give them out to families. And COVID happened. And then when COVID happened, it was hard to do a toy drive because places were shut down at the time. And, you know, we still did toy drive, even though during COVID we did a toy drive every year. And what at the time, Chief Lacey at the time, who's now the town manager, he said, we're still doing it. And
well, Santa Claus doesn't stop.
Correct.
COVID's not going to stop Santa.
Correct. So that first year, we still did the toy drive, and we did it at the station. And what we did is we blasted it out on social media in any way we could possibly think of to do it.
I remember you had to drive up at the garage.
You did. Well, we did that for a couple of years, and we handed out toys to families, and it was a success. And we did it for a few years, and then we're at the point now where a lot of places, I think, you know, the toy drive has like kind of become a thing that we just now do it. We've just kind of every year I feel like the police department every year does a little bit of a, you know, we just fine tune everything, make it a little bit better every year. So this year they've done a little bit more fine tuning. You can actually go on the police department's police department's either website or their Facebook, and you can get all the information you need. You can fill out the paperwork, and you can get on the list. I spoke to the community police officers today, and I think they said there's over 160 kids signed up.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yes, that's awesome.
And these are families that would not have as good a Christmas if not for what you're providing.
Of course. And
160 kids. We're talking about, again, for those who are listening in other parts of the country or the world, we're talking about a community with a winter population of only 20 to 22,000. We're a small town.
We are.
And that's a huge amount of kids.
And it's, you know, it's great. Obviously, we want to help families, help supplement Christmases, and, you know, because Santa Claus can't do it all himself. And the community policing division just does a fantastic job with it, like I said. And they, you know, I was proud to be part of that community policing division for the several years I was. Officer Gubin, Officer Maration do a great job now. And, you know, they get the assistance from Officer Algier and Officer Toronto, who are the school resource officers, but they also do community policing. And one of the dispatchers, Nick LaSalle, he also was part of it, and he does a great job at helping out with that. They're doing another toy drive this Saturday at Walmart. So the police department will be at Walmart along with the fire department, I do believe, and they'll be there from 9 to 3.
Please explain, if people are listening and they say, I'd like to help, what happens?
Okay.
You go into Walmart and buy something?
You can do whatever you want to do.
So you could bring a toy from
people
home.
People bring toys from wherever.
But they've got to be new.
New toys, and you know, they'll accept toys. If, you know, when I did it, you know, we'd just be standing out there and people just pull up in a car and hand us some toys. If you unwrapped. If you cannot make it to the to the toy drive at the Walmart, then you can just drop them off at the station. I think they're collecting them up until the
18th is what you told me the other night.
Yep. They collect them up. 18th is the cutoff date, I believe. And then they're going to start handing them out like a few days later. And
please explain, because when Captain Medina showed it to me a year or so ago, I was just blown away about that room.
Right. I'm sure you'll stop by again this year to see it. We just basically just take our EOC room, emergency operations room, and we just turn it into our little North Pole. and we just separate and organize all the toys into different categories.
That's this. Yeah, that's where I want to just pause you for a minute. Make sure people heard. You're separating and you're organizing by ages and by types. So you've got dolls in one place, action toys in another, games.
Yes.
Right.
Scooters or basketballs and footballs, and
You even have bikes,
bicycles. Right? Yeah. I mean, a lot of different toys are donated and given to the police department. Some are purchased, and what we try to do is, if you need a little assistance and you call the police department, we're going to ask you how old is your child, and what are their likes,
right.
And that you might say to us, I have a 7-year-old daughter who loves LOL dolls and Barbie dolls, and she likes a little bit of makeup or whatever she's into, jelly cats or whatever the kids are into nowadays.
What the heck is that?
That's like another type.
That's our resident child over there. She knows these
you
things.
have to look it up.
You're telling me an LOL doll. I'm thinking it's a Land O'Lakes doll, a doll with butter.
Yeah.
Okay.
And or remote control cars, whatever the kids are into, and we try to, we'll take that.
And that's a big ticket item.
Yeah.
A bicycle is a way big ticket item over a doll or something.
You know what I like to see, to be honest with you, we get a lot of is games.
Yes.
I look at the games and because I remember, it reminds me of my childhood. When you get the game of Monopoly or Clue or Sorry, Uno. It remembers a kid,
Jenga, I know, is big.
Yeah.
And you would think that, like, in today's world, that kids wouldn't want that stuff anymore. But I was listening to something else the other day, and they do Santa comes to their station and they talk to them on the air live. It's just one number to rule them all. It's really cool. And these kids are like, "Oh, what do you want for Christmas?" And there's the dolls and stuff like that. But there was like 2 kids that said board games. They don't have Wi-Fi. You're thinking, like, if you're helping underserved children too, do they even have Wi-Fi?
Yeah.
Or is their entertainment more, I don't know, holistic?
Yeah. I to this day, we still try to play board games with my daughter, because it's a little bit of like that family camaraderie.
Well, you're also using your brain.
Yeah.
You also won't let her have a Facebook.
No, not yet. And so, for me, like, it's fun because, like, you see the competitiveness come out in my wife, and the competitiveness comes out in myself and my daughter, and we all want to win, and or we'll play Yahtzee or something like that. I mean, not all the time, but we try to do those things here and there.
I was with someone on Monday, and I asked, hey, how was your Thanksgiving? She said, we had an old-fashioned Thanksgiving, and it was great. And I said, what do you mean? And she's with a very large family. One of Westerly's largest, like 60 people will sit down for dinner, but they didn't. There were 7 of them. They chose not to go the big route this year. And of the 7 of them, I believe 6 were adults and there was 1 child. And a woman came, one of the guests, and she brought 4 board games with her. She had bingo. And I would think, I think bingo, and I'm thinking older people at the casino. My friend said, no, not necessarily. She had bingo, she had Yahtzee. I don't remember what the others were, but she said she also bought a whole bunch of scratch tickets. And when somebody won a game, they got a lottery ticket. And that was the fun, to scratch it off to see if anybody won anything.
That's a great idea.
She said it was more fun. It was simple, quiet, and we did a lot of laughing.
Yeah.
So that is a really good idea.
It is. There's a game that my daughter likes on the phone where, like, you have to act out. It's almost like playing like charades.
Oh, and you put it on your head.
Yeah. And
that's a lot of fun.
It is.
Oh boy. If anybody would put it on their head, it would be
your phone. You just hold your phone up above your head. And then
you're like this.
Yes. And then they have to, they kind of act it out or whatever. And then when you get the word, they'll tell you got the word, and then you just flip it.
So it's not charades.
Oh my gosh.
It's like charades.
Rona, next time one of our guests bail on us, we are playing that game on the podcast.
Okay.
That would be, that'd be fun.
Sounds like fun to me. I like
Yes.
charades. I always did.
Yeah. It's a good game. So my daughter really likes that game. I know, you are using your phone for the game, but it is a fun game. And I think they do have like that kind of a game where you can actually it's got the cards to it. I think we played it before.
I think the phone's more fun though, because you can flip it once you're done.
Yeah.
It's like faster. You get like more jumbled, more like
yeah, you're right.
Word out of my mouth. Like I don't know what I'm saying.
So you're not doing the old sounds like.
Yeah,
no.
You can like ask questions. You can talk, right? You just can't say what it is.
You cannot say what
it is. So say I had a Man About Town on my phone and I have it above my head. Your guesses would be like, you have Rona and she is every week on Wednesday. And
so you are talking.
Yeah.
Wow.
And so you'd be like, Man About Town. Yes. And then you flip it like you did it.
Okay.
And they have different categories. They
Very
have
cool.
music and video and movies. And then they also have holiday season ones too. My daughter likes.
You could make up your own too. I would think.
So like, one of them might be like snowflake, and then like you're gonna say, when the rain turns into something that's fluffy, and then like you got to guess snowflake.
Or echinacea.
Yeah,
No, I'm kidding.
Whatever that is.
It's a flower because the rain waters it. Get it?
Okay.
But so back to the toy drive.
So to cut to it, you're still looking for toys from the public.
Yes.
And if anyone
families.
needs toys, families need toys for their kids. What's the process? They go online, they call you. What do they do?
Can call the station or go online, and there's some paperwork they just got to fill out. And then, they can just be put on the list.
Now they ask about how many kids and how old they are,
and what their
boy,
likes
girl. Is there any kind of an income cutoff or anything like that?
I don't believe that they ask that. I think it's just
that's good.
Yeah, and there's been times when I've done it in the past too, where somebody would be like, unfortunately, on whatever day that we do the toy pickup, or if they just don't have, if they can't get there, we will let them, they'll just let us know who that we have a family member or family friends coming to pick the toys up or whatever like that, and they're just, when I did it, they were just given like a number. So then when they would show up, them like, unfortunately, the person that's for box 22 can't make it, and they said they called, and I'm like, yep, obviously you're picking up box 22 because that's what you said, and so
right,
no, 34
happens. But every year, like I said, I feel is that it's gotten bigger, and they've done a little bit better job every year from when I was originally doing it.
They've been doing it a lot of years now, haven't they?
I think we started doing it in 2020, I think.
Oh, so it only started during COVID.
Yeah. So the first year, the toy drive has been going on prior to that.
Well, that's what I meant.
Yeah, the toy drive, I think, started maybe 2016, maybe 2016, 2017.
That's still less than 10 years.
Yeah.
You've done what a heck of a job.
It's been a blast.
Do you have any kind of account of how many toys you actually got last year that you gave away?
I don't have that off the top of my head.
Fired.
But, I know when there was every year there's
tons.
Yeah, every year there's over. There's this
gets bigger every year, doesn't it?
Gets bigger every year. Like I said, we're already up to 160 children.
Wow. 160 children, but do you have close to 160 toys already?
Yeah,
you do.
We always, every year we've always have some. We do like.
You have leftovers that you keep from year to year.
Yeah. Stuff I used to call it like our jump off point.
Mm-hmm.
We had something.
Something to start with.
Right, because the game of Monopoly is not. You might have like 10 extra Monopoly games from the year before, or
that never goes out of style though.
Or some little Matchbox cars or something like that. That that's still relevant on the box. But you do get a plethora of things that are donated, which people are just so giving. It's just sometimes you're just like overstimulated, or you're just like, wow, like step back, like I can't believe how giving the community really is.
Yeah, I would think. Somebody gives a bike, that's some money.
Yeah, and it's great too. And I've said this before. You'll be out there and you'll be collecting gifts, or people come to the station and bring gifts in, and they're like, listen, a few years ago when I was having some difficulty, you guys helped me out, or I was helped out, and this is my my way to be able to pay it forward now that I can. And that's awesome.
Yeah.
You know,
when you meet those people who always volunteer for like the Johnny Cake Center or the Warm Center and stuff like that, if you really get to know any of them, most of them you'll find out have actually like utilized that program, and that's why they're there. Like they were like, oh, I used the Johnny Cake when I was going through a rough time, and now I want to give back. Or even the animal shelter. They're
Right.
like, you know, I needed so much help with my pet when I was like really, really down and out, and they helped me, and now I just want to give back.
yes, which I think is awesome. You know, like I said, the community is amazing. You know,
Yeah.
like the selflessness, I guess is what you would call it.
Yeah.
Where they just, you know, even if they don't maybe not completely have it, they'll still give it. And we've done that with the food drive. Has been the same way over the years. You know, people might not have a ton, but they're still going to, you know, give a little.
We're going to take a break in about 3 minutes for local people to talk about their businesses and for Roxy, the radio dog, to get a biscuit. But you've told us all the good stuff that's going on. There's still plenty of holiday scams, aren't there?
There
More
are.
every
and
year.
And we could probably talk about them after the break, just
Sure.
because like we have, you know, in the last month it was pretty, you know, pretty busy. But I mean, I think we would probably, because I don't want to kind of get into it and then we'll talk about it. You know, then we'll have to stop. But I'll kind of just talk about real quick. You know, I know we had Santa came to town last week, almost a week ago. It was
Last weekend.
Yeah, it was great. You know, hats off to everybody that helps out with that.
That's the chamber.
Yeah.
That brings Santa to town.
Yeah, that's a great job. And, you know, I think back to, you know, even during COVID, how the chamber had to kind of change it up and couldn't do the downtown get together with Santa Claus coming to town. So
They had to drive up down Route 1, I remember.
yeah, it was,
right.
but again, you know, just the resolve of the town, you know, weren't gonna keep it down, right? You
You learn to pivot.
You had to pivot, right? You had to go.
Yep.
You had to go to the next thing. And are they doing the lobster traps this year?
Yes.
Oh, yes.
Yes, it's already
They
started.
Okay.
did. The 23rd of November, it was lit.
Yeah.
And there are docents there, and it's absolutely gorgeous.
Yeah.
Every night at 4:30 in Stonington, it is lit.
That's pretty awesome. I
Yeah.
think that, you know,
And there's 400, and I'm trying to remember when Grace was here, 460 buoys, I think,
460 buoys
this year.
Sounds right.
Wow.
Yeah, it's gone up and up and up. And then in January,
Actually, I think this year is the same as last.
It's
Yeah.
pretty neat because I've been to the chamber before and you see all the buoys all over the place at the
Yeah.
chamber as they're getting them
but
ready.
then they have an auction in January, and people can buy them if they want.
Really? I
Yeah.
didn't know that.
Yeah, it's quite an event. It really is.
It is.
This would be a good time to stop then.
Yeah.
We will come back with Detective Mills. We're going to take a quick commercial break, and a quick biscuit break
Ooh,
for
biscuits.
Roxy the radio dog.
That used to be a swear that my grandma would say. She'd be like, "Oh, biscuit." Okay.
Hi, this is Dan from Lathrop Insurance. In this challenging insurance environment, Lathrop Insurance can be your beacon in the storm to help you find the coverage you need at the right price. Now, more than ever, you need a partner in the insurance industry that can work with multiple carriers to make sure you have the right coverage at the right price. Lathrop Insurance carries home, auto, and business insurance and can be reached at 401-596-2525. We've been supporting the local community since 1939, and we look forward to working with you.
Hot summers and cold winters can be unbearable, but D&V Mechanical has the solution for you. As a Mitsubishi Diamond dealer, we provide energy-efficient and personalized comfort solutions for your home. Our experienced technicians will install your new system quickly and efficiently, ensuring your complete satisfaction. Don't suffer through another season of discomfort. Contact D&V Mechanical today for a personalized ductless mini-split installation that fits your lifestyle. D&V Mechanical, your comfort is our top priority.
Hi, I'm Chris Kozłowski, owner of Broadview Florist and Garden Center in Duns Corners. For over 40 years, our family-owned business has been your go-to destination for beautiful, custom-made floral arrangements. Whether it's a special event or just to brighten up your day, we create highest quality designs tailored just for you. Trust Broadview Florists to make every moment unforgettable. Visit us today or give us a call at 401-322-0390.
Are you looking for a fresh cut in Westerly? Step into Rio's Barber Shop in Granite Plaza. Whether it's a classic trim or a trendy new look, we've got you covered. Experience the perfect cut for every age and style in a friendly and relaxed atmosphere. At Rio's, it's not just a haircut, it's an experience. Visit Rio's Barber Shop in the Granite Plaza in Westerly or give us a call to schedule your appointment at 401-315-2208. Your style, our craft, Rio's Barber Shop.
I am Jim Howie. My practice is focused on representing people injured in car accidents, representing people injured in premises liability, represent people in all walks of life. I say all the time that I represent the underdog, and by the underdog I mean the person who is injured and is facing lawyers that are hired by insurance companies. If you unfortunately find yourself injured in an automobile collision or in any other circumstance where insurance may come into play, think of giving me a call.
Experience local excellence with Roof Right Roofing in Charlestown, Rhode Island. With over 40 years of unmatched expertise, Roof Right specializes in architectural shingles and holds the prestigious title of GAF Master Elite Installers. Known for their commitment to the community and support for local initiatives, Roof Right is your trusted partner for all of your home's roofing needs. Call today for a free estimate at 401-212-4140.
Ever thought about leveling up your fitness game in a fun and meaningful way? Kiefer's Martial Arts on Granite Street has everything you're looking for. Kickboxing, Muay Thai, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, and of course, adult karate. It's not just about getting fit, it's about building your self-confidence, discipline, and that unstoppable feeling you get from all your hard work. Stop into Kiefer's Martial Arts today to sign up.
What's going on, everybody? It's Patrick down here at the Wireless Zone at Dunn's Corners at 224 Post Road, and everybody down here is getting the brand new iPhone 16. We have it here in stock. The best part is right now, if you trade in your old phone, you get it for free. We got deals all weekend, awesome savings. Come on down and see us, 224 Post Road, Dunn's Corners, Verizon Wireless Zone. We'll see you soon.
Brunch has arrived at Surf Cantina every Saturday and Sunday, 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. And don't miss our weekly specials like Monday Night Industry Night, Taco Tuesday with DJ Trivia, $1 Wing Wednesdays, Reggae Thursdays, DJs every weekend at 10 p.m. and karaoke on Sundays at 8. Only at Surf Cantina, 15 Canal Street in downtown Westerly.
Hi, I'm Neil Anthus, owner of Sound Financial Partners. We're a full-service financial planning practice dedicated to optimizing your investment, tax, and cash flow strategies. As fiduciaries, we always keep our advisory clients' best interests in mind when making recommendations. Whether you're preparing for retirement or growing your business, we're here to help you achieve your financial goals. Ready to start your journey to financial success? Visit us at our Westerly office or give us a call at 401-642-4333.
After.
And we are back, Man About Town, from 321 Media and the Pizza Place studio. And it's just getting prettier and prettier out there. If you're sitting home and you're saying, oh, it's dark and it's cold, just deal with it. Put a jacket on, put a coat on, come on out and be part of this wonderful community because it's just beautiful. It's plenty dark out there now. So from where we can see, and we've got a wall of windows, everything is lit up. The Lions Club tree that they donated and all the street lights and the big stars that are in windows and on businesses. So come on down, go into those shops. They've got specials, they've got food, they've got friendship, and they would like your business. And we are back with Detective Howie Mills, who would like to take the show over. So
I don't know about take it over.
Tell us what you got.
I do got to say, though, you're just talking about come on down, and it is going to warm up to like 44. It's actually the temperature is going to get warmer as the night goes a little bit.
Oh, heat wave.
Yeah, exactly.
I guess 44 is better than 19. What would you say, 19 or whatever?
12 it was in the Hope Valley, yes.
Yeah, so one of the things that, we do talk about all the time here is scams. It's amazing how ingenious, I guess you want to call it, but it's still frustrating how these people, just do these scams and like no cares about just taking people's money. And it really kind of started,
they don't have a heart.
Yeah,
they have no sensibilities.
No. And it's what's it was weird was it was a few days after I was on the radio show when we were talking about scams last month, and then all of a sudden, like the whole the area, not just Westerly but around the area, like it might have been in like even like the New England area, the grant, like it kind of went from the grandchild's locked up scam to family members. It was like family members of like all, like cousins and aunt or
no, wait a minute. So it went to family members who were locked up, who had an accident, who are in jail, who need money.
Correct.
To get out.
Correct.
Wow.
And I mean, sometimes it was your child and sometimes it was just a family member. And it was kind of the same, same ruse, similar, they would, and, everybody that I talked to that was involved with it basically said it sounded just like my family member. And so I don't know if they were using any type of technology or not, but they said it sounded like them. But they again said that they had a cold because
Bridget was talking about AI that can sound just like her.
Really?
Yeah.
So, but this person said that like I had a cold and
I have gotten a lot more phone calls that I say hello and nobody's there and it's like hello and then they hang up. So I wonder if they're recording voice samples.
Not yet. I'm not sure.
It sounds crazy to say that. And then
from what I've gathered and like the different like things that I've learned is that they actually will look through people's Facebook profiles and things like that, looking for family members before they kind of do a little bit of research.
Getting names.
Yeah, getting information to try to like make the scam. And then they, instead of having you go now to buy gift cards or go and wire money through, a Western Union or like a MoneyGram or anything like that, it looks like they've been trying to get like couriers to like come pick up cash, actually cash.
Wow.
Nope.
So
good thing I'm broke.
The thing that we just try to tell people all the time is that, I mean, because it's high pressure, they keep you on the phone. They don't let you off the phone sometimes. And, they tell you, go to the bank, and they give you instructions right down to like, the nitty gritty, which is, whatever you do, they're going to ask you, what you need $5,000 for, or $10,000 for, or $15,000 for. You need to tell them that, you're doing home repairs. You're doing construction inside your house. They give them, pretty detailed instructions on what to say when they go to the bank. Because the bank, I mean, at the end of the day, it's your money, right? The bank is going to ask you, hey, you're taking out a very large sum of money. We just want to make sure before you take it out that you're not getting scammed. I mean, it is your money, but we just want to make sure that you're not. And, they feel like they probably feel like they're being pressured pretty, when you kind of stop and you think about it, when you talk to them after, they're like, well, why would they not just tell me to tell the teller that my family member's locked up? You know, and that's why I'm getting out money to pay for their bail. And one of the things that they use, in this, and so if anybody's listening, you get a phone call and they say that, it was kind of like the same kind of ruse of like, they got into a car accident and somebody inside the other vehicle was injured really bad. So they're injured really bad and they had to go to jail. So,
yeah, that's not how America works, guys.
So, but people get nervous and they panic.
They do. They forget good sense if you think it's a relative.
Yeah.
Because most people, I think, have good common sense. But if you get thrown by something like that, it goes out the window. You're not thinking.
Yeah. We also had at least once, maybe more than that. Somebody's reported to us in the last month that they got a phone call from a sheriff or somebody he said they were a police officer from like a generic police department that didn't exist.
I've gotten those. Yeah, looking for money.
Yes,
and there is
yearly.
No. It's like they say they're from like
the Policeman's Welfare Development Fund or something.
No,
No,
they say they're from like
that.
for an instance, and again, this is just for an instance. They'll say something to the effect of, "I'm from like the Watch Hill Police Department. I'm Lieutenant Smith from the Watch Hill Police Department, and there's a warrant out for your arrest."
Oh, snap!
And if you don't go get gift cards, or if you
sorry, it's not funny.
I know, or if they say you need to send us an X amount of money through through like one of these PayPal apps. And there's numerous PayPal apps now that, or not even know, they call it a PayPal app, but like a pay app.
Right.
One of those ones where you can just send people money through like an app, and they'll try to get you to, pay through one of these pay apps. If you can't get to the store to get a gift card, that was a thing. Also, a few people reported that properties that, either that they owned or other people owned, or properties were for sale that weren't for sale. Pictures of the property were online, or like pictures of the apartment were online. And we've talked about that before.
Yes.
Where they'll take pictures off a website, and they'll put it on the internet for like rent when it's really for sale.
What I've been seeing on television at night on national newscasts is that more than ever, the porch pirating is up. So you're getting stuff. I mean, all you see are Amazon trucks everywhere. And they have been the people that drive for Amazon. They put the package down, they take a picture, they're doing the job. But now they're saying some of those drivers aren't legit. They put the package down, then they come back like they're checking something and they're stealing it. What is the consumer supposed to do?
Yeah.
If you're working all day, if you're away from the home,
Get a camera.
I mean, they suggest that you have it delivered somewhere else where there are people, a relative's house or your work or whatever. But that's tough. It's just they're, like you said, they're getting more and more ingenious, which is maddening.
Yeah, I mean, I've heard of people following these delivery trucks, and trying to, wait for them.
Yes.
I've heard of that, which happens. But this time of the year too, companies will hire, and that's the other thing. Companies will hire other people to hire more workforce,
right?
And sometimes they're not always in like a delivery van. So I mean,
you also have to make sure that there's different kinds and levels of scams, obviously. And one of the things that I always wonder now, since I've seen so many fake videos, is, are those videos that they're reporting on Rona even real, or are they recreating the enemy as the Amazon driver? It's a staged video of a real account that an Amazon driver, Ben, stop that. Dropped a package, took a picture like he delivered it, and then stole it. So now you're completely redirected as to who the enemy is out there, when really it's people who are stealing
the enemy
packages.
Within.
Yeah.
As we learned during the election.
We create that, and then we create like all of these videos of these accounts that happen that have never even happened. And information that's a scam in itself.
How does anybody know what to do anymore?
I sleep
about
a lot.
Anything.
I sleep a lot.
I think you just have to put your trust in, when, we're just like any other family. We buy things online. Some things are sent to the post office, depending on where you buy it from. Some things are delivered to our house.
I mean, I even just bought something on Facebook Marketplace and it wasn't coming, but I'm terrible at processes. So I always give people, and I paid extra for them to deliver it. It was a really cool ring. It was $80. And I paid for it, and I'm obsessed with rings. And so then,
ring cameras?
No, a ring.
Oh, okay.
Ring.
Okay. Oh, ring.
And so, it was a really cool, handmade ring. And so I'm waiting, and then I'm scrolling through Marketplace again one day, and I see it online for sale. And I'm like, wait, this is a handmade, one-of-a-kind ring. How is this for sale still? So I messaged her. I said, hey, I noticed this is still for sale. You got the payment, though. I have proof. You have the payment. Like, why is this on there? She's like, oh, good catch. Yeah, I'm sending it out today. As soon as she said that, as soon as it was too convenient, oh, you're sending it out today.
Mm-hmm.
I red flags. And so I kept an eye on it, and I said, did you send it? Well, it came back that she blocked me. So she has my $80, and her last message was, I'm sending it today. So if I were to cancel it on my card and they were to contact her, she has the proof that she sent it because that was our last message. But I have the proof that she blocked me. And so I won that case. I called my credit card. I did. And they said if she can't produce evidence that she sent it, then yeah, we'll give you your money back. And they did.
Oh, that's good at the credit card.
Oh, that's a good.
Yeah.
That's a good company.
What's in your wallet?
Yeah. There's this is the time of the season where everybody, shopping. And it's not just shopping online or my wife last night was, on like several different websites looking for a deal on something that she was looking for my daughter. And, she was on, several different websites, and she was like, okay, this is a store pickup only, but this one can be delivered. And for us, I have cameras on my house. So, usually, get the alert that there was motion on my camera. So like you'll see the, you'd see the delivery guy drop the package off sometimes. So you're like, all right, well, if the package was delivered, then you get the picture. Sometimes it depends on what delivery, service did the drop off. And sometimes the same thing. We have to wait until one of us gets home to get the package. You got to hope that if something does happen to it, that, whoever you purchased it from, you got to hopefully that they'll understand that, yeah, it was stolen. We never even got it. And sometimes you have to do a police report, I guess. I don't know exactly how it all works.
You're a cop. What do you mean you don't know about a police report?
The refund portion of it.
Oh, okay.
So your credit card company, did they ask for a police report?
No.
Or they just see? That's what I'm saying.
No, not for $80. They wouldn't.
I've come accustomed to. So Facebook Marketplace, that was very easy. That was way easier than I thought it was going to be. But like I've also had things where it's coming. I've had things that I've never gotten, and the company's gone, and I buy too much stuff online. And Gina Marie has a good point. She says she gets ones that they said, oh, it's the FDA and your package was confiscated at the border. Well, first off, I'm not going to get that package. I have nothing to do with it. Goodbye. But like I get it. Oh, we don't have a full address. I'm like, but you got my phone number in order to text me?
Yeah.
It's kind of
exactly.
I got one of those text messages the other day, and I just blocked it. It said something like a package was stuck in U.S. Postal something maybe.
Yeah.
And I was just like,
and
that's completely
send it back. I'll get a refund.
I just deleted it and blocked it.
Yeah, they have like $1 you can put on your package for insurance, which is a whole different kind of scam. But I mean, it's worth it. You just say, hey, I didn't get it, and they're like, okay. Yeah. Hopefully you're honest about it. I don't know.
I haven't seen an uptick yet. Maybe in January, we might have an uptick on different types of scams that will happen here in December when we talk in January.
It would be nice to think that someday we wouldn't have that to talk about, but I don't think that's ever going to happen.
One of the other two more that I'd like to talk about. One is whether you're on your phone or you're on your personal computer at your house, if you get pop-ups that says alert, or says that you were on a website you shouldn't have been on.
Ooh.
We're now going to, you need to get this taken care of. You need to go to the store and get gift cards to get rid of these apps.
See, that's where, to me, the whole thing would fall apart.
That's where you lose me.
Gift cards, you know?
But somebody that's in a panic because they're like,
I think you mentioned last month you have maybe a 75-year-old man and something pops up and says you were on a website for child porn.
Yeah, but
and he's saying, no, I wasn't. And he's going to do anything.
It can happen to either person, man or woman.
Oh, yeah.
But it's just because I've seen it, and it's just the panic of, oh my word, I would never do something like this. And like, I can't believe like this is happening to me. Like I would never do that. And then like the panic sets in of, how do I fix this?
So they do anything.
Yeah, because, you don't want that stigma.
No.
Especially if you didn't do it and you're like, I can't believe this just happened. Like, this is ridiculous. And now you're just trying to fix the situation. And then they have you because, they could tell that, you're in panic about it. And they're trying to now get you to, go to get a gift card or,
Don't do that.
Yeah. We had, it
Don't
happened,
do that.
if they send you to a local big box store to get $4,000 in gift cards or $5,000 in gift cards at a local big box store, or even like one of these local stores to fix that. I mean, that doesn't make any sense. That,
even on the stupidest renditions of the law, like those TV judges, they never pay their penalties with gift cards. So that is not real.
I think, like both of you have said, once you hear the word gift card,
yeah, I'm done.
The problem is the second and the other scam that I want to talk about, which has been huge, is they are now trying to get, what they have done is talk people into going and getting cash and then going and buying Bitcoin with it.
Yes.
Oh, Lord have mercy.
Yeah.
Yes. So if anybody talks to somebody on the phone and that person tells them you need to go to a Bitcoin or a cryptocurrency kiosk,
which are everywhere
to
now,
pay for a payment on something, it's probably a scam. Usually people that go to these kiosks go there because they want to invest in a Bitcoin. Not too many people are going there to put money into a kiosk to now fix the fact that they think there's a warrant coming out for them, so they're going to pay in Bitcoin. And the money is really, really hard to get back.
Yeah.
I have just recently learned more about like cryptocurrency than I didn't realize until just recently handling these cases. I mean, because, times always are changing. I was, several years ago, you're learning about money, like a money order or anything like that and how those work, or a Western Union and then, we go on to gift cards, and now it's something different, which is, I didn't realize, and you're learning now that, the US dollar goes in and then it's turned into,
it's already gone.
Well, as soon as the US dollar is in there, it's now put into like a cryptocurrency, which is then put into a cryptocurrency wallet,
which is not real. That is not real money.
The issue that you have is now trying to find the cryptocurrency money. And then, in dealing with some of these cases, if you do get money back, you have to take, when you get the money back or you find the money's now got to be taken from crypto wallet, turned back into the US dollar.
And you got somebody who's so nervous and upset. And that's complicated stuff.
It is.
What you're saying.
Yes,
it really is.
It is, yeah.
So I would think it's very easy for them to just go ahead and do whatever it is and be done with it.
I mean, have you, I might ask you, because I didn't know, do you know much about like cryptocurrency or anything really?
No,
Same
I
here.
really don't.
Well, I know now, but I didn't know then, that much about cryptocurrency.
Well, it's definitely changed a lot.
Yeah.
Like, you used to have a huge room full of computers to mine this cryptocurrency, which I don't even think was real to begin with. And now, it's around an election season, blah, blah, blah. And there's some sort of news going around that it's going to take off and blah, blah, blah. It's not real. It's like a fake stock market.
No. So from what I've gathered, though, is that you can, if you have money invested in crypto, and then you want that money back, you just take that crypto, you got to turn it back into a US dollar, put it into a US dollar wallet. Then you got to take the money out of that wallet and then put it into an account.
Right.
So the issue that, and I guess the reason that crypto is being used, from what I've gathered, is that because it's easier to now move crypto around the world than it is to just use the US dollar. Because there are scams that I've had where, and I might have mentioned this last week, I was working with an officer from another state, and he was working on some cases where money was, was sent from like victims in his area, and it was actually cash. And then the cash is then taken and put into like envelopes or packages and then mailed.
Oh, jeez.
But I think it's harder to mail cash sometimes than it is to just turn
You definitely should never mail cash.
Yeah, but people do.
That's another red
Oh, they
flag.
do all the time.
I think the most important thing is knowing those red flags, though. If you're asking, that's illegal, isn't it?
I don't think you can mail cash. You said like a check or a money order. So
that's why people steal out of mailboxes, even Christmas cards and things, because grandma will put $20 in a Christmas card and send it.
So that's different than like just taking $5,000 in cash.
Oh, that's
and
very different.
Wrapping it up in like a piece of paper, putting it in an envelope, and just sending that.
I mean, if anyone wants to send me money, I promise not to arrest you.
Yeah. So, but with a cryptocurrency, once it's like, once it's turned into crypto, you can now. I think it's easy. From what I've gathered, it's easier just to move it around the world than it is to move.
All right, you've got about 4 minutes. In 4 minutes, other than Merry Christmas, what do you want to leave our people with? Because they ain't going to see you till next year or hear you till next year.
I mean, just talk to your family about these scams. I know we put something on our Facebook page regarding some of the crypto scams, and just be mindful. Talk to your family members. Especially this is time during the holidays too, right? If you are sending a gift to a family member, sometimes you don't realize that a family member is sending you a gift until you get it delivered to your house, and you're like, oh, that was nice of them. Right. Sometimes, maybe reach out and be like, hey, just want to let you know, you expect a package from me in the next couple of days, or, hey, give them a call and say, hey, did you get this package that I sent? It says it was delivered. Check in with the family members and talk to them about scams. Especially around the holidays. I still talk to my parents all the time about it.
Well, they're getting the scammers are getting so sophisticated.
They are.
It is so believable.
Yeah.
And somebody like me, I come home at night and I turn on the computer. It'll say you have 54 emails.
Oh,
and
my Lanta.
And I'm going down, down, down. And all of a sudden you see something that looks so real. I mean, I've gotten very savvy about this, but we are going to your last Amazon purchase. The credit card was declined, and you're about to go like that. And then you say, wait a minute, I don't do business with Amazon, but there's a lot of that going on. Yeah. I'm getting a lot of business things every day saying, we got your proposal. We have a question. And I look at the name and who are you talking to? These aren't real people.
Yeah.
But if you're tired or you just want to get it done and you're going down, it's very easy to get caught.
It is.
Also, trust your financial team. I'm not just saying this because I work for an advisor. I'm not even going to give her name or our company. You have a financial team. It's your banker. It's your accountant. It's your bookkeeper. That is your financial team. Trust your financial team more than you are going to trust a stranger on the phone or in an email.
And if you have any questions, you call the police department. If somebody calls you and says your family member was arrested in New York or whatever state for
that's right. You guys could check that right out.
Call the police department. And first thing we're going to do is we're going to call and try and locate the person, or try to locate the person that was possibly involved in this, because we're aware of these things. So we're going to do some legwork and try to locate them.
Heck yeah.
And if we can't locate them, we'll try to locate family members that may live with them or something. And that's the worst case scenario. Then we're going to call the number that we were given, that the scammer's calling from, or the person's calling from, and saying that, I'm an attorney, or I'm a lawyer, or I'm a bail bondsman, or whatever they're saying they are. We'll speak to them about the case and find out if it's something legitimate.
I'm going to have to stop you there because it's time to go on the stroll out there.
Yay. Enjoy.
But have a wonderful holiday, you and your family. Are you going to Florida to mooch off your sister as usual?
No, Florida this year, maybe in the spring. We have 2 little dogs. It's hard to go.
Well, that's your fault. You got them. That's why they have kennels.
I know. Maybe in the spring.
Okay, well, everybody have a Merry Christmas. Next week, those of you who are Man About Town avid listeners, watchers, streamers, we will be at the Navigant Credit Union in Westerly for a Christmas show, but we're not starting at 3. We are starting at 2:00 Eastern Standard Time, 2 o'clock, 2 to 4, and that's because of their banking hours. You will also be invited to stop by. There are going to be lots of people. There'll be fun. There'll be food. So join us next week at 2 o'clock. Obviously, if you forget everything I've said, you can go to the podcast afterwards. But if you want it in real time and want to come in for real food, it's next week at Navigant at 2 o'clock. Be safe. Have a good weekend out there. Drive safely, especially if we're getting some winter weather. But as I always say, take chances.
Hot summers and cold winters can be unbearable, but D&V Mechanical has the solution for you. As a Mitsubishi Diamond dealer, we provide energy-efficient and personalized comfort solutions for your home. Our experienced technicians will install your new system quickly and efficiently, ensuring your complete satisfaction. Don't suffer through another season of discomfort. Contact D&V Mechanical today for a personalized ductless mini-split installation that fits your lifestyle. D&V Mechanical, your comfort is our top priority.